Greetings from Zanesville, Ohio. The world around us is shifting, and the divine plan is unfolding with unstoppable momentum. Those who are called to be part of God's greater purpose must prepare immediately, or they will face a reckoning like no other. This isn't a time for hesitation or waiting. It's a moment to take action, to align with God's will, and to protect oneself and others from the heavy weight of accountability. The message is clear. The time to prepare spiritually, mentally, and physically is now. It's not about running away or hiding from the world. It's about following God's divine instructions so that you can withstand the trials ahead. And the chosen ones are given a sacred responsibility to ensure that they and others are spiritually safeguarded. If they fail to act, they will not only experience deep regret, but will be held accountable for neglecting their divine duty. This isn't just about personal salvation, it's about fulfilling a greater sacred mission. And make no mistakes, those who ignore this call will face consequences that cannot be undone. So what does it mean? It's not about fleeing from the world, but about retreating into the safety of God's plan. It's about taking refuge in His guidance, aligning with His purpose, and ensuring that you are prepared for what is to come. The time to stay ready is upon us. This moment is crucial, and the divine shift is already in momentum. God has initiated a powerful transformation that will shake the foundations of the world. There is no turning back, and the chosen ones must be prepared. This is not a time to be passive or wait for a better moment. The divine clock is ticking, and every moment of hesitation could bring irreparable regret. This is a call to stay spiritually alert, to be grounded in faith, and to be ready to fulfill your divine role. When the time comes, God has already began His work, and now it's up to the chosen ones to support Him. What happens next will challenge everything you thought you knew about the world and your purpose within it. The stakes are higher than ever. Before ignoring the call, those ignoring the call will not only miss the opportunity to fulfill your purpose, but will also break God's heart. This message is a wake-up call, a chance to step into your divine destiny or risk being left behind. The consequences of failing to act are unimaginable, but those who stay ready and follow God's plan will experience divine protection and guidance. God's instructions are not just guidelines, they are lifelines for the chosen ones. Following His instructions is critical to navigating the turbulent days ahead. And when He talks about the chosen ones, He's not talking about 144,000 souls. He's talking about all of us. Every one of us. They are lifelines for the chosen ones. Following His instructions is critical to navigating the turbulent days ahead. This is a time of divine preparation where every step you take must be aligned with God's will. To be unprepared now is to risk spiritual devastation. When the trials come, there are not just fleeting moments, but pivotal times where each decision will carry eternal weight. The chosen ones must be spiritually strong, mentally focused, and fully aware of their role in the divine plan. What does it mean to stay prepared in times? It means immersing yourself in prayer, reflection, and action. It means being vigilant in your faith and aligning your actions with God's will. The world will try to pull you in many directions, but your focus must remain on His purpose. God's instructions will guide you through the chaos, but only if you are committed to following them wholeheartedly. The days ahead will be challenging, but with God's guidance, you will be able to navigate them successfully. The chosen ones are not just passive recipients of God's message. They are active participants in His plan. This is a time to rise up, to act with courage, and to walk in faith. Your preparedness now will determine your ability to withstand the spiritual battles that are sure to come to the world. The world may be falling into chaos, but you have the power to remain anchored in God's love, protection, and divine purpose. Stay prepared. Your spiritual survival and the fulfillment of God's plan depend on it. The coming days will test you in ways that you cannot imagine. These are not tests that you can skip or avoid. Each challenge is a divine opportunity to fulfill God's greater plan. You are accountable for your actions, for your decisions, and for the way you respond to the call to serve. This is not just about you. This is about fulfilling a greater mission that impacts the world around you. The choices that you make now will have eternal consequences, and there will be no room for regret. When the time comes to answer for your actions, God is calling you to a higher level of responsibility. As a chosen one, you are not just a bystander in this divine plan. You are an active participant. This responsibility is not one to take lightly. You have a duty to fulfill, a mission to complete, and people to lead back to the path of righteousness. The days ahead will challenge your faith, but they will also provide an opportunity to demonstrate your unwavering commitment to God's will. Do not shrink from this responsibility. Embrace it with open arms, knowing that God is with you every step of the way. The test is coming, and you cannot afford to fail. This is the time to stand firm, to rise above the chaos, and to fulfill your divine mission. Every action you take now will be accounted for, and the consequences of inaction will be severe. This is your moment to step forward in faith and fulfill God's plan with courage, conviction, and love. The world is entering a time of intense conflict, there where the ordinary will begin to challenge your spirituality in ways you never imagined. As the prophecies unfold, you will see a world divided, where people who once walked in faith will struggle to find their way. This is the time when the chosen ones must rise up and take responsibility. The world needs your light, your guidance, and your unwavering faith. You will be tested not only by external forces, but by the doubts and distractions that arise from within. The world will challenge your beliefs, question your purpose, and try to pull you away from your spiritual path. But this is the moment when you must stand firm. The prophecies are being fulfilled right before our eyes. There's no more room to wait. The world will become more chaotic. But as you, a chosen one, are equipped with the tools you need to lead others back to God, this is not a time for complacency. It is a time to wake up, to be vigilant, and to fulfill your duty to those who have lost their way. The chosen ones are the ones God has called to restore balance in the world, to shine his light in the darkness, and to help others find their way back to him. Do not allow the world to pull you away from your divine mission. Stay strong, stay focused, and be the beacon of hope that others desperately need. As a chosen one, you have a sacred duty, a divine mission to share God's message with others. This is not a suggestion. This is your calling. The world is in desperate need of guidance, and you have been chosen to deliver that message. Your words, your actions, your prayers, everything you do is part of a greater plan to lead others back to God. Okay, there it is, baby. There it is. Let's get it.